Hello, good day. How are you today? You're good, right? Okay. Are you ready for today's lesson? You are? That is good. So today in mathematics, we are going to be looking at statistics. Okay? Our topic for today in mathematics is on statistics. So are we ready for the lesson? We are with our books and our pencils or pen to get into today's lesson, right? So under today's lesson on statistics, we are going to be looking at collection, tabulation, and presentation of data. Okay, so we are ready for the lesson, right? So let's look at data collection first. Data collection is gathering information through surveys, experiments, or observation. Okay, surveys are like gathering information by asking questions to a sample of individuals, okay? An experiment is conducting controlled tests to observe outcomes and gather data. Do you understand? An observation is collecting data by watching and recording events, okay? Now, tabulation is organizing data systematically into tables, making it easier to analyze, okay? Tabulation is summarizing data by counting the occurrence of values or ranges, okay? Expressing the proportion of each category relative to the total, and then accumulating frequency as you move through the categories, okay? And presentation of data is displaying data visually using graphs, charts, or diagrams to highlight patterns and trends, okay? You can use graphs to represent this data you have collected. Representing data visually using bar graphs, pie charts, okay? So you can use graphs to represent the data you collected. So this is all about knowing how to collect data, representing it, okay? You collect data through surveys, gathering information by asking questions to a sample of individuals, right? Or you conduct an experiment, you conduct controlled tests to observe outcomes and gather data. You can also observe, you collect data by watching and recording events, okay? Now, these data you have collected, how do you present them? It can be in a table form, okay? You summarize everything in a table form to make it look more presentable, and you can also present it in a visual way, in a visual form, okay? The visual method using graphs, charts, diagrams, okay? Do you understand? Now let's imagine you want to gather information about the exam scores of students in your class. You distribute a survey asking each student about their scores, okay? After collecting the surveys, you have a data set containing the exam scores of each student, okay? Now you organize this in a tabular form, okay? You organize the data into a frequency distribution table, counting the number of students who scored in different ranges, okay? Like this. So this is the score range, and this is the number of students, okay? The score from 70 to 79 are 5 students, 80 to 89 8 students, 90 to 99 3 students, and 100 2 students. So this table shows the data you have collected, okay? When you went around asking your classmates what they got in their exam scores, right? Some persons might have gotten 70, some persons 74, some persons 76. So you just grouped them 70 to 79. So amount of persons got it. Okay, that is what you did. So this data you have collected and you have arranged in a tabular form. You can also arrange it using a bar graph. Okay, you can visually represent this data you have created. You can create a bar graph. This is what we call a bar graph. Okay, this is called a bar graph. Now you write your score range here: 70 to 79, 80 to 89, 90 to 99, and 100. You put in your numbers. Now, okay, now you look at the score range which you have written and the number of students that fall under these categories. Okay, so 70 to 79, the number of students is 5. So you draw your bar to 5. 80 to 89, the number of students is 8. You draw your bar to 8. 90 to 99, the number of students are 3. You draw your bar to 3. And 100, the number of students is 2. You draw your bar to 2. So this is how you represent your data in this tabular form in a bar graph. Okay, this is called a bar graph. You can see the frequency here, right? The highest frequency here is 80 to 89. Then next is 70 to 79. Next is 90 to 99. And next is 100. Do you understand? So this bar graph provides a clear visual representation of the distribution of the exam scores in the class. Okay? You can also represent this data which you have collected in a pie chart. This is what we call a pie chart. Okay? This is the score range. Let's say this is the score range. Okay? 70 to 79 is 5. 70 to 79 here is the blue, so it's here. Here is 70 to 79. Then here is 80 to 89. 80 to 89 is 8 and is the highest. 80 to 89 is the orange column. The orange color. The next 90 to 99 is 3. 90 to 99 here is the ash, so it's here. And the last 100 is 2. 100 is the yellow, which is here. So this is a pie chart. As you can see, the 80 to 89 is the bigger share, right? And the next is 70 to 79, which is here. The next is 90 to 99, which is here, and the next is 100. So this is a pie chart. You can represent your data like this. It shows that this part is of higher frequency, next is this part, next is this part, and this part is last. Okay, do you understand? It's just like the bar graph, right? So you understand that. So you can represent your data which you have gotten in a pie chart. Also, you can also represent it in a bar graph, which you looked at earlier. You can also represent this data in a pictograph. Okay, this is what we call a pictograph, using pictures or objects to represent your data. So here we have the 70 to 79, 80 to 89, 90 to 99, and 100. You remember 70 to 79 is 5, so you draw your object or your face, your smiley face, to 5, like that. 80 to 89 is 8, up to 8. 90 to 99 is 3, yeah, and 100 is 2, yeah. So you can see, right? You can represent your data using pictograph. Okay, there are other ways also you can use to present your data. Do you understand? So today's lesson on statistics, we understood everything we talked about, right? We looked at data collection, how to collect data through surveys, experiment, observation. We also looked at tabulation, and lastly we looked at presentation of data. When you have collected this data now, you can also calculate the mean, median, and mode. The mean is the average of this data. Okay, the median is the middle of the data, and the mode is the most frequent. Okay, So these data can also be used to calculate the mean, median, and mode. Okay, do we understand? Okay, that is good. So I'm sure we're going to be able to do our assignment, right? It's going to be easy for us to do. Okay, good.